Most people treat college like a 4-year waiting room, but the ones who win treat it like a launch pad and take off before graduation. The question is, are you here to pass time, or are you here to launch your life? College. For millions in America, it's the place you go because everyone tells you it's the next step. But here's the truth. College can be your launch pad to greatness, or it can be 4 years of your life that evaporate into a blur of parties, late assignments, and missed chances. The difference? Your mindset. The way you step into those years will decide whether you leave with just a piece of paper or with a life that's already in motion toward your dreams. You can drift through college like a passenger, or you can attack it like a runway to your future. The people who turn college into a launch pad don't wait for opportunities. They manufacture them. They walk in on day one with the mindset that this is not school part 2. This is the training ground for the next decade of their lives. Every connection, every skill, every habit they build here is fuel for the rocket they're about to fire into the world. And here's the hard reality. Nobody is coming to hand you that mindset. Your professors won't give it to you, your friends can't give it to you, your parents can't implant it in your brain. You have to decide right now that you will use this environment differently. You will not settle for being average. You will not let normal become your ceiling. Because normal is safe, and safe is slow, and slow is deadly to ambition. When you look at college through the lens of a launchpad, everything changes. Classes aren't just requirements, they're skill-building sessions. Projects aren't just assignments, they're prototypes of your future work. Clubs and organizations aren't just hobbies, they're networking labs. You stop asking, what do I have to do to pass, and start asking, what can I do here that will make me unstoppable when I leave? That's the mental switch. You want to know why most students leave college stressed, broke, and directionless? Because they bought into the wrong game. They believed the game was about grades and compliance. They believed if they just stayed inside the lines, they'd get rewarded. But the world doesn't work that way. The world doesn't pay you for doing what's expected. It pays you for doing what others won't, for thinking differently, for creating value nobody else sees. Think about the people who used college to explode into their careers. They weren't sitting in dorm rooms waiting for their big break. They were meeting people, building side projects, interning in the summer, starting businesses from their laptops. They understood that the 4 years weren't a pause before life began. This was life. They weren't going to get ready after graduation. They were getting ready every single day. That's the mindset. You have to treat every semester like a season in the big leagues. You're not practicing, you're playing. Every interaction is a chance to build your reputation. Every class is a chance to sharpen a tool you'll need later. Every professor, classmate, or guest speaker could be a connection that changes your trajectory. You have no idea how powerful that is until you start acting like it's true. And let me be blunt. If your main focus is just surviving assignments and getting to the weekend, you're wasting a launch pad. You're standing on a runway with the engines running, and instead of taking off, you're just sitting there burning fuel. That's how people graduate with debt, regrets, and no momentum. Don't let that be you. Here's the deal. College gives you something rare, a concentrated environment of resources, people, and time. Outside these walls, you'll never have so many experts within walking distance. You'll never have such an open field to experiment without massive consequences. You'll never have access to such a wide variety of minds, students from different states, countries, and backgrounds, each with their own perspectives. This is your laboratory. Use it. You want to launch? Then stack the deck. Learn skills outside your major: coding, design, marketing, leadership. Get obsessed with problem solving. Don't just do what's assigned, do more. Not for the grade, but for the edge. Because once you're in the real world, nobody cares about your GPA. They care about what you can do, who you know, and the value you bring. The Launchpad mindset is hungry. It says, every day I'm here, I'm building something that lasts beyond this campus. That means you start building your personal brand now. Clean up your social media. Create a LinkedIn that actually showcases your work. Share your projects online. Put yourself in positions where opportunities can find you. And here's something most students miss. Relationships in college aren't just about friendship. They're about future alliances. The person you sit next to in class could be a future CEO, investor, or collaborator. Treat people like they matter, because they do. Network without being fake. Help others without expecting a return. That's how you build a reputation that follows you into the professional world. Another key to the Launchpad mindset: you have to learn to operate outside your comfort zone constantly. Speak in front of groups. Join organizations where you know no one. Take the internship that scares you. Pitch your ideas to people who intimidate you. Because the rocket you're building here is not fueled by safety. It's fueled by growth. And growth only happens when you're uncomfortable. Most students hide behind excuses. I'm too busy, I'm too tired, I'm just here to get my degree. But excuses are the bricks that build the wall between you and your potential. Tear that wall down. You will never feel fully ready to do the things that matter. You have to act before you're ready. That's the difference between a dreamer and a launcher. And yes, it's going to be hard. There will be late nights where you're working on a project while your friends are out. There will be times you fail, and fail hard. There will be moments where you question if it's worth it. But here's the truth. Struggle is not a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're lifting something heavy enough to change you. You want to know what's really dangerous? Not failure, stagnation, drifting, letting these years slip by without building something real. Because when you hit graduation and realize you never took off, you'll wish you could go back and tell your younger self to wake up. Don't wait for that moment, be that voice now. And here's where it gets powerful. When you adopt the Launchpad mindset, you stop seeing college as a bubble and start seeing it as a base station connected to the world. Every paper you write can be turned into a blog post. Every class project can be polished into a portfolio piece. Every skill you learn can be monetized as a side hustle. You're not just earning credits, you're creating assets. Don't underestimate small moves. That club you joined freshman year could connect you to a mentor who opens doors for decades. That side project you start sophomore year could turn into a business that funds your freedom. That professor you impressed junior year could recommend you for your first big opportunity. Every interaction counts, every step is a piece of the launch sequence. And remember, launching doesn't mean leaving others behind. It means rising in a way that pulls others up with you. Help your peers, share your knowledge, celebrate their wins. The stronger your network, the stronger your trajectory. Because when you take off, you'll want a crew that's rooting for you, not wondering why you never invested in them. So here's the challenge. Starting today, act like you're already in your career. Show up on time, deliver more than expected, speak with confidence, take ownership of your results, build discipline like your future depends on it, because it does. You're not just a student, you are the CEO of your own development. When you walk across that stage at graduation, you want to be a rocket that's already mid-flight, not someone who's just figuring out where to go. You want employers, clients, or investors to look at you and see someone who's been building for years, not someone who just woke up to reality. College is the runway. Your mindset is the engine. Your actions are the fuel. If you show up ready to play a bigger game, there's no limit to the altitude you can reach. But if you show up thinking these are just the college years, you'll never leave the ground. The Launchpad is under your feet right now. The countdown has started. You can waste it on autopilot, or you can light it up and break the atmosphere. The choice is yours. But remember, rockets aren't built to stay on the ground. And neither are you.